With the new students coming in, that means that there will be a newer hierarchy, like this. But is this hierarchy really as important as we all believe it is, or is it just what we still believed back then? I'm Protang, and this is Chaos News.
Do you think that hierarchy is an important thing in a school environment?
No, because at the end of the day, we're all students and we're all treated the same.
Depends on what we're applying hierarchy to. If we're thinking about should there be school leadership, should there be teachers, should the teachers have bosses and administrators, and the students kind of follow under that? Sure, we need order to some degree, but if we're talking about hierarchy within the student body, do I think it's important to have that? No. And I think that often, if I remember my high school experience accurately, it often creates more problems than it actually solves, peer pressure and all that.
Why do you think some people would be interested in trying to be popular?
It's a really complex psychological question, but people being interested in being popular, especially at the adolescent age range, probably just has a lot to do with being seen, being known.
They probably aim to be very popular because they want to be well liked by everybody, or that's just something that they're used to. They have a natural charisma, but they do it to just make themselves feel happy, even though by the time school ends, there's a high chance that they're not going to talk to 80% of the people they've met this year.
I think it's for reassurance, I guess, because you have a whole group of people and they might not like each other, but they all stick out for each other at the end of the day. But that's also stupid because y'all hate each other. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think that high school popularity is validating in the long run?
No, if anything, I think it's negative mostly. It can be positive, it can teach people to be more open and know who to trust, but that also leads to always having that mindset that you should be liked, always needing to be liked in order to be happy, when that is a very unhealthy way to
The people who were very popular when I was in high school lead relatively fine, normal, average human lives now. But the people who weren't popular, who were the ones who studied all the time and didn't go out to parties, they're the ones who were actually changing the world in meaningful and trackable ways.
I get wanting to be popular and how it can validate you now, but in the long run, that's probably not going to be very beneficial or healthy for you.
What do you think the average popular and unpopular students look like? What's your opinion on those kind of stereotypes?
It's weird at Kappa, right? In my experience, I went to a suburban Catholic high school in South Jersey, so the popular kids were the ones who had money.
At least from what I've observed, a majority of the popular kids at this school are all in one group, and the students who are known to not be as popular are the ones that just do what they want and just be in small groups of people that show that they're genuinely happy to be around.
At Kappa, it's different because we have our majors, and I feel those who are popular are those who tend to be the loudest.
The stereotype for the popular people, you already gonna know if they're popular or not by the way that they act. So they're gonna fit the stereotype.
Do you think the hierarchy should stay or leave over time?
I don't think we should have any hierarchy. I don't think that people should have a hierarchy over each other when they're in the same social class.
There's literally no point in it. It benefits you negatively in the future. It's just if you're in the same position as everybody else. If anything, everybody should be as popular or well known as each other because we're all just talented in different things.
A lot of popular people make kids go into eating disorders, makes kids look at themselves differently, and they shouldn't be looking at themselves differently at all. And it hurts a lot of people. People really get hurt by popular people, and I feel it shouldn't be something that being popular shouldn't be worth shit because you're literally hurting somebody at the end of the day. Most popular people, they usually hurt people at the end of the day and make them change their perspective on things when they were already fine before.
At the end of the day, you're still doing what everybody else is doing. You're still going to your classes, you're still doing your homework, you're still eating in the cafeteria like everybody else does. Like, you are not as different as everybody else.
There shouldn't be students who are more or less popular than each other, because ultimately that's a thing that somebody will internalize for the 4 years that they're here. And if they care about not being popular and not being able to actually achieve that, just makes them kind of depressed. And I think we should be able to do without that.
With the students and teachers that we've encountered with, it seems that hierarchy has made more of a negative impact than a positive one. But will this ideology change for the better? Only time will tell. But for right now, keep doing what it is you do. I'm Pearl Ting, and this was Chaos News. Thanks for listening.